is DJ Frankus, and you're in the workshop with DJ Mikey Mike, and he's doing it from scratch.
Hey, DJ Mikey Mike in Direct Sound, and we are doing it from scratch today. That's right, we're doing it from scratch with the Pioneer DJM5000 mixer. This is my integration to my DJ console. Great upgrade to my system. I actually took my DJM5000, moving that over to my ceremony system, which gives me better mic capabilities and some great stuff that I had with my main system. Taking over to the ceremony system, which I had the Rain MP22 over there. Great DJ mixer. It was limited on what I needed to do for my ceremonies. So I decided to upgrade and go with the 5000 for my main system, and then go to the DJM, or move my 3000 over to my ceremony system. Great choice. I think it's gonna be great. For those of you that have seen my system before, I had a Martin Freaky controller in my main DJ console, and I used that for a backup for my Sweetlight software, my Show Express, my DMX controlled PC-based software. That was just a backup. Also, what was cool about it is my software allows me to, depending on which controller I use, allows me to put DMX into my software. So I can actually use those slide controls as a trigger to launch scenes. You've probably never seen me do that before on video, but it was a really cool feature. Sometimes I want to put strobe on a, instead of reaching over to the computer, I could just do it right there while I'm mixing, and boom, hit strobe and do things like that. Now that works on the X Factor style boxes, the old school Show Express and Sweetlight boxes. They're kind of a square box style one. It had DMX in. Okay, some of the other DMX softwares out there and controllers have DMX in also, and might give, or some PC-based style ones might have that for you. So, you might want something to trigger. Now you can do it also with MIDI, and you can do it with keyboard strokes, and you can do it with some other thing, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so basically the point is I'm pulling my Martin Freaky controller out because I never used it. I mean, I had it there for a backup, but I also have backup dongles that I can use for PC-based controlling or computer-based controlling. And I also have different style dongles, so if that software crashes or that computer crashes, I can try it with a different one. So that gives me options. So, one thing I really hate about PC DJing is it looks like you're checking your email all day long. Also, I'm short. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me live, but I'm flipping short, okay? That's the bottom line. And I can't see over the top of my PC. It blocks me. I can't see my dance floor. I can't see my crowd. And if I lower my PC on the little L stands that they have, it puts it right over the top of my mixer, and I can't see my mixer. So I'm putting the 5000 in and removing my Martin Freaky controller. I decided to, and the way the 5000 was set up, it let me look at things in a different way. So I'll show you what I have here, and I've come up with a cool little do it from scratch to get my PC lower, integrate it more into my console, and make it look part of the system. I think it's pretty cool. I don't have that big slide rack that slides way out there and sticks out in front of your, if you're close to the dance floor, people are walking by that thing, knocking, grabbing their gut with it or whatever. I don't like that. Now the PC is really close in tight to my mixer. It makes it tight. It looks really cool. And I'm developing a really cool little mounting bracket for it that you guys might be able to integrate into your system or something similar to it. Okay? My ways aren't the only way. It's just a different way. Teach you to do it from scratch, save you some money, and think outside the box. So anyway, I'll show you what we have here right now. Okay, basically we have the Pioneer 400s, the Pioneer 5000 mixer, and right here is where my Freaky controller was. Okay? And you see I have some rack ears, or some rack mount ears right here and here. And here are my antennas for my wireless microphones. Okay, so take a look at this, and I think you'll probably pretty much like this. It's pretty slick. Okay, so I'm always thinking how to do things from scratch, right? And 2 years ago I was at Mobile Beat, and it was Odyssey was there, and they had a bunch of, I'll show you. They had a bunch of hardware for L stands. Well, they had L stands for sale. They also had hardware for L stands. And I said, I could probably use these things for all kinds of cool stuff. So I bought a whole bunch of these little mounting brackets. Okay, they're a cool little clamp style thing, and they had some threaded bolts up on top. So I pulled these out of my box the other day, and what I'm going to use these for is, now these are going to be my computer mount. Okay, so these are going to be my computer mount. Okay, they have threaded little tops up here, which I'm going to create a little bracket to hold my computer in place. And also my threaded rack mounts here, I'm going to have something that's going to hold my computer down. So I slide it in, slide in the brackets, holds it right in place. And what's really cool about this, it gets my computer a lot lower to my console. Really user friendly, and I can see over the freaking computer because I'm short. Hello? So take a look at this. I think this is a 19-inch HP computer. I'm not totally positive about the size, but I'm pretty sure it's 19-inch. So, backwards. Okay, so right now inside my mixer, there's a few RCA cables. This mixer set up a little bit different. It doesn't slide your RCA cables underneath the mixer, but I'm going to put a little standoff inside here and stand up here to where my computer is going to sit on top of the standoff, and the back of the computer is going to lay on these little stands with a wraparound to hold the computer in place. So right now it just sits under the lip of the laptop, or the mixer. And the back area gives me that stability that I need. So now when I'm mixing, I'm a lot taller and I can see over my mixer. And if I need to close it up a little bit, I can do that. Okay, but it's nice and tight. It's going to be a little strap on the side here to hold it in place, and then brackets to keep it in tight. It's going to work really well. So real slick system. Completely quick, close to my thing. It doesn't have that slide out rack to where it goes way out far from your mixer, and it doesn't cover my mixer, so it's really cool. I think it's pretty slick. So kind of take a look at this. It's going to be a little work in progress here. This is going to be a quick short video. I always say that, but it never is. Alright, so we have our PC in place. It's level with the mixer. I can actually see over this thing. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Really quick control. I'm going to put a little keeper to hold the mixer in place in the front, and then a slide-in bracket in the back with the Odyssey little brackets that I have there to hold that laptop in place. It's going to be perfect. Okay, don't have to risk about it falling off. Really cool and controlled, and I can still get to all my wires in the back if I need to. So it's not closed up like where I had my DMX controller. I really like my DMX controller. It just became more of a CD rack than anything else. Okay, I'm still pretty much CD based, but my Pioneer 400s control my laptop. I have the best of both worlds. So cool stuff. Pioneer 5000, great mixer. I'll show you some more tips and tricks on the 5000 as we go along. Okay, so I'm back behind the mixer. I have my Odyssey brackets right here installed. Okay, and I took out the little thumb drives that hold in, which would attach the normal L stand or whatever for your laptop mount. Okay, so I took these out, and what I did is I have a piece of metal from an old light bracket. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate this light bracket right here on this mount. So this little L piece right here is going to hold the laptop in place. So if we had the laptop in place, okay, it's going to hold the laptop right in place. We're just going to cut it down a little bit. So it just needs to just be right around the edge of this piece. It'll hold it in. It's not going to go anywhere. This thing's not going down the road. It's going to just be here doing some DJ work. It's going to be great. Okay, small little bracket. It's going to attach to this piece here. So we're going to take our little thumb screws that we have, and we're going to drill out a couple holes where these holes are in place. And then this will hold our keeper in place, and we'll make it slidable, make the holes a little slidable to where we can kind of lock that laptop in to where there's no chance for it to fall out. Nice and tight. Put a little rubber piece right here to give it a nice little foam grip to it. It'll be perfect. Alright? Great way to integrate your laptop into a lower portion of your mixer case without having to integrate a whole laptop stand and get it super high. Like, hey, I can't see over my crowd. and it might not look like I'm checking my email all day. All right, so we'll see if we can integrate that. All right, we have the bracket chucked up in the vise. We're going to cut this thing off to make it fit for our application. Here we go. All right, we have our brackets cut down. Now we just have to get the holes straight up. So now you can see we have a nice bracket here. It's going to hold the laptop in place. Put a small piece of foam here to kind of keep it from rattling, or make it nice and cozy. So we're going to slide our laptop into place. And now you see the brackets right here on the side. So we have our brackets right here on the side. Slide them right in. That's going to keep our laptop right in place. And now this is not going to go anywhere. Bracket in place. Little foam piece on the side here. So let's locate our holes, drill them up, and we should be good to go. Alright, so what we have here is we have our brackets on our Odyssey stand little mounts here. Okay, and we want these to be able to float in and out so we can lock in our laptop when needed. Okay, and it should work out pretty good. It'll keep it in place, little foam rubber piece. But right now we need to locate the holes that are on top so we can use the little pieces to hold it in place. So we have the bracket cut down properly. I'm going to use a little piece of masking tape to hold this slightly in place so I can still slide the bracket and it won't fall off when I remove the laptop. So now we'll put our laptop in place, locate the brackets, seal the tape down so it stays in place, and then we'll remove the brackets and reverse drill the holes, or at least reverse mark the holes, so we can get a good location where they're at. Okay, so the brackets are in place. We want to give a little bit of clearance for the foam rubber that's going to go on the side, so we want to step it off just a tiny bit. Okay, and then we're going to also give it a little bit of play in the holes that we're going to drill, so we have that floating capability, so the laptop will sit down in there nice and snug. Okay, so now it's time to remove the laptop, hold the tape in place, and then we can back drill our holes. Alright, we have our brackets in place. We want to tape them down so they don't slide. And then we're going to back drill our holes, or mark our holes, so we can drill the holes properly in the proper location. So now we have our bracket in place. We'll open up the holes here. Okay, so now you can see we have the hole here. We can just mark our back of our bracket and then poke through the tape, and we'll do the same thing for this one. And then drill a hole all the way through. Should be good to go. Alright, we have our holes marked. Now we can remove the bracket and drill through the bracket. Now I'm using these thumb drives right now to get my laptop up just a little bit higher from the base, because I like the angle of it at that particular level. You also can adjust your bracket up if you'd like to give it more of an angled attack if you need to. Alright, we have our brackets installed, ready to go. They float just a little bit for us, in and out. I'm going to apply a little bit of foam rubber to the back portion here. So I'm going to trim it up. And stick it in. This is a double stick foam rubber that should stay in place. Whoop. Boing! Double stick's not that great, but we'll see what happens. I think I need a little better double stick. Let me see what else I got in the shop. Alright, this should work a little better. Just a little squishy foam to keep it in place. A little adjustment to the brackets. And now my laptop's securely in place, not going anywhere. Alright, from the back view, the bracket's in place, holding the laptop in place. Small foam rubber piece. This could go up a little higher depending on your laptop. Also, the brackets on the bottom, we could probably remove these and make a little bit of better form fit. But this is good for our first prototype. The brackets could be just adjusted just a tiny bit. Gets the laptop right in place with the mixer line. And you can tuck it out of the way if you'd like to. And it looks like it's integrated into your system. Nice look. Keeps it nice and low for your DJ console. Pioneer 5000, Pioneer 400s. This is an HP laptop. So you have a nice look to your laptop and your mixer control. Nice flow. Flows nice and seamless. Easy controls for your mixer and your laptop. Another piece you can integrate, since I have the rack mount bars here, you can also put a little keeper right here to keep the laptop in place, and a stand that holds the laptop just straight up and down so it's not resting against the bottom of the mixer. So you should be good that way. So it's DJ Mikey Mike doing it from scratch with a quick laptop mount, kind of out of the box, a little bit different. Get that laptop a little bit lower, kind of integrated into your system. Getting rid of those L stand looks. Although we integrated some parts and pieces from an L stand, we took some brackets, some little metal trim pieces from some old lighting that I had, and made it work for us. So doing it from scratch with DJ Mikey Mike. Leave some comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Tons of more do it from scratch coming up. We have some cool new DMX lighting control coming up from Blizzard Lighting. We have, you know what? We got some cool stuff for you. Make sure you subscribe. Leave some comments. We'll see you quick. Peace!